Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's go through everything. Maintenance is normal time as usual. Ending with maintenance is the Final Fantasy II stuff, so the King Mog and the challenge fight, which has a limited mystery crystal. So if you haven't finished with those, get those done before maintenance. Starting this week is our 6th anniversary, so they said we're going to get 2 months of stuff for logins and some special events. So this is the first of it, so there's a bunch of stuff coming. So first of all, 2 new Neovision, both global original units. Both have CGs, one premium, one not. So we get logins for that, usual 30 shards and everything there. We're also getting this summer login, which has a lot of great stuff. So we're getting a free vision card, which actually isn't all that bad for a free card. 6th anniversary, so they're giving out lots of 6 things. So we get 600% Trust Moogles, 6 character cards, 6 Transcension Pearls, which is really nice, 6 Master Crowns, which is very nice, seeing how rare those have been lately. We're also getting 6 Mystery Crystals, which is nice, and also with the crowns and the crystals, they mentioned on the live stream, we're going to have another use for them with the unit global materias that we craft. So we'll see how expensive those are. We're getting a single Super Trust and a single Emperor Gigantor, so that's actually a lot of nice stuff for just logging in there. And now there are 2 separate banners. So there's 2 shops. So one shop we get new Neovision based Sylvie with the CG limit burst, which is nice. And sharing her banner, they're bringing back Stormseeker Esther. So Esther with this is also getting some boosts. And she's technically cheaper than she was. She's only going to take 12 tickets to pity. And we'll need 10 for Sylvie. And then the other banner is going to be for Wylk. Another one of our comic book special characters. He's going to be premium, so 60,000 lapis to pity there. You need the 20 tickets. So for the exchange shop with Sylvie and Esther, both Sylvie and Esther shards are in the shop exchange. For the premium Wylk, his shards are not in the banner shop. XVS Companions, pretty much everything we've seen there. They're opening up everything there. Hill of Fortune, we've seen this bundle before. There is a little bit of a change in there. I believe with the they're adding in a new 10+1 with a guaranteed Neovision ticket. So the bundle has one of those. It's going to have a total of 2,500 lapis with all the extra rewards. Obviously, you have to log in for the almost 30 days, 29 days to get everything. I'm hoping with this new ticket, they stop giving us the old tickets that can no longer summon or could never summon Neovisions. We'll see if they finally do that. And then little news for the introduction of the new 10+1 guaranteed Neovision. So there's going to be a bundle where we can get one. I'm wondering how much this bundle is going to cost because there's also 1 Mystery Crown and one Master Crown, 1 Mystery Crystal. We also get a bunch of energy restore pots, but the crown in there is interesting. All depends on the price of that. So they're running their bonus Lapis campaign. This is the exact same thing that they ran before. The straight Lapis only bundles that you can buy give a little bit of extra Lapis than normal, and then double EX points that you get from them. And we're getting some ability awakenings. So Snow and Esther are the 2. So Snow is essentially getting what he got in JP, I believe. So lots of spirit, 500, and then 1,000 for the spirit. And then he's getting his Master Crown upgrade for his ATB charge. So that's pretty much just going to boost how much LB and LB fill and LB damage he gets. And then Stormseeker Esther. So I'm really wondering what the modifiers here are because they're changing her limit burst to deal morale-based damage. So even without morale-based damage, she was one of the biggest damage dealers in Clash that we had before. So adding in morale-based damage should be quite interesting. And then they're also giving her a boost to her limits when paired with Sylvie, as long as Sylvie's in the party and not dead. So I'm looking forward to see exactly how much of a boost those 2 give to Esther. They're doing a special 60th anniversary Neovision guaranteed step up. So going through this, you get guaranteed Neovisions, pretty much random. The last one, it looks like there's a curated pool for the one. The other ones, not so much. And the curated pool at the end just has Cetra Aerith, Avalanche Tifa, Sephiroth, Yuna, Auron, Tyvis, Stormseeker Esther, Dark Reign, Fina, and Knight. So pretty much the curated pool is all premium Neovisions. So if you need one of those, you can get lucky with the randomness there. And then you're also getting shard exchange tickets as well. And there's premium units in the shard exchange there. So you get 5, so that's going to be, what, 50 shards per usual, unless they change things. And you can choose the premium units. Now they're also bringing back a special 60th anniversary of Vision Card Summon. So there's a bundle that will get 5,000 lapis and a ticket for it. I'm wondering what all the cards in there, but they are bringing back the Leave Things to Me card, which I still find useful for building dual wield units as a double hand, especially, well, mainly the Brave Exvius, because that's where the 200% double hand is locked to. But they say and more, so I'm wondering if there's any other of the older limited cards in there as well. We'll have to wait and see on that. But anybody that missed out on Leave Things to Me might be a chance to pick it up, depending on how much the bundle costs. Obviously, with Lapis in there, it's going to be a cash bundle. And then for the 60th anniversary, we're getting a bunch of login stuff. So, unusual for them is they're giving us a bulk package of like all the gifts instead of spreading it out over the month or 2 months. So, logging in after maintenance, we'll get 12,000 lapis, 1 guaranteed 10+1, actually 2 guaranteed Neovision 10+1 tickets, which is really nice. 6th anniversary emblem is nice. 16 of the 110 Neovision Summon tickets, 1 Master Crown, 6 Pearls, 6 Transcension Pearls, 6 Mystery Crystals, 6 on the Omni Prism, 60 NRG pots, 16 just 5-star Neovision EX tickets, 3 5-star Neovision tickets that we can use on a banner, 50 Super Trust, and then the Treasured Ring, which still want to see exactly what the cast on that is, but the Treasured Ring is probably going to be useful. And then for login stuff, they're giving us a Neovision unit select ticket. You get one of them on the first day, and there are good units in there, so that is very nice. Some more tickets, some more lapis. So this is in addition to the big set. So this is going to be one package for the producer's presence, and then everything on the split up on the days is bonus on top of that. So they're giving out quite a bit of lapis. Another 10 to 12,000 lapis just for logging in all the days. More tickets. So lots of good stuff coming there. And then they don't tell us everybody, but they list new units. Like Kaito's in there for the select ticket, which if I don't get lucky pulling one of him, I might use mine on him. Seeing I don't have Kaito yet. But I do want to know everybody that's in the pool. So we'll see that after maintenance. We'll be able to use our tickets that we've been getting for logins. So 1 ticket. Oh, they're giving us the day logins. So if you've logged in 1,461 plus days, we get 15 tickets. Each ticket's going to be 10 summon. So 4-star plus, so no blues out of these, which is nice. But we're going to see, we had these last year, and there was a lot of 4-star units in the polls. We'll see how lucky we get this year. And if you haven't logged in that much, you just get slightly less tickets depending on your total login days. So this isn't consecutive logins. This is your total days. You can check that in your little stats area if you're wondering what you to expect. And then we'll be getting our free weekly 60 summon, which is pretty huge there. This one can be 3 stars, so I'm expecting to see a bunch there, but maybe we'll get lucky with some Neo Visions. So it looks like to expect 8 weeks. Yeah. So there's our week list there for those. And then they're adding in special materials that are locked to a single unit and not stackable. But these look like they're designed to bring up non-meta units to be able to compete with the meta a little bit. So we're getting these 2 for free on the live stream. They said the other ones we're going to have to craft using Master Crowns and Mystery Crystals. I'm going to assume they're going to set it up just like the Clash of Will stuff, where it's going to be like 1 Master Crown or 5 on the crystals. That's my guess so far. We'll see what actually happens. But for now, we get these 2 for free, which is nice. 1 for Louise. 80% magic, 2000 base magic, which is great. Boost LB damage at the beginning. So for Louise, it looks pretty nice there. And then the other one is for Mazurka, who I actually like the unit. I just haven't been able to use it that much because she just wasn't all that strong when we got her. She kind of came a little late. But 80% attack, 500 flat attack. She gets physical killers, physical and magic killers for Dragon Fury, Aquatic for 200%. So that's a big killer boost for her. She gets a boost to certain abilities. We'll have to see if that's like all attacks, her jump attack, or what. And then fill limit at the start. So that seems really nice for her as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of these, and hopefully they'll bring up non-meta units to be fun. They're increasing storage of everything, which I am very grateful for, mainly the unit space. So the base storage going up for units, going up to 1,000. Fusion units look like it's going up to 3,000, and then everything else they're boosting to just a flat 2,000. And then they're updating the Perma Vision Card Select with a few cards there. So they're keeping that up to date now, which is nice because after they put it in, there was quite a delay with them updating that at all. So just like every anniversary, they're having us summon out a Baronet to choose what we want to have happen. So 3 choices for part 1. There is 3 parts, or there's at least 2 parts. I forget if they said 3 or not in the live stream. But for part 1, our choices are weekly 20 summon, 3 guaranteed 5-star Neovision. Weekly 10 summon with 1 guaranteed Neovision. And then a weekly 20 item summon. So, my opinion, the 10 summon with 1 guaranteed Neovision is the best one out of the bunch. The first option, you get 20 units, 3 of them are guaranteed 5-star or Neovision. There's no guaranteed Neovision there. With the other one, we get at least 1 guaranteed Neovision all the time. I feel with the guaranteed Neovision, we'll see more Neovision units with the guaranteed 10 with the 1 guaranteed than we will with the 20 summon and no actual guaranteed Neovision. That's my thoughts. That's what I'm going to be voting on. The 10 plus 1 guaranteed Neovision myself. Alright, so new units. We get some new cards. So Wylk, obviously, premium unit. You only get his card at EX3, and it's a pretty strong card. 140 base attack. 100% health and attack, and 50% limit damage. Fill morale gauge based on number of active allies on the field. So as long as they're not KO'd, you'll get morale for being there. And Brave Exvia's only units get 500 attack. So pretty nice card, and interesting to see morale fill on a card there. For Sylvie, not premium, so we get it at EX1 and EX3. So 115 spirit. And then it's elemental boost, so 30% for fire, ice, water, wind, and dark. And then lightning, earth, and light get a 50%. She also gets the fill morale based on active allies. So the only thing I'm wondering about is if that's going to count hiding people or not, or jump. We'll have to see, because that's something new. We'll have to see how that plays out. And then Brave Exvi's only units get 300 defense and spirit on her card, which is very nice for tanky types, support types. And then with Esther's upgrades, they're also updating her card. So pretty much what they're doing is they're just adding to the Brave Exvi's only part 500 flat attack and defense. Everything else is staying the same. But adding in that 500 attack and defense to her card is pretty great. They're also boosting the base attack to 135. So her card is going to be even better. So then we saw that we're getting a free card to log in. So the stats for that are going to be 100 attack and magic. And then maxed out, you're going to get another 100% attack and magic and 50% fire and light resist. So for a free card, 100% attack magic, 100 attack and magic base, some fire, some light resist, pretty decent overall. And they're changing up the Esper Chamber. So the old chamber is going away completely. If you haven't gotten your first time clears done, do that before the chamber disappears, which looks like you have until 7/27, so July 27th. It's free rewards, just free rewards. There's no reason not to do them. And then this is going to replace it. It looks like this is going to drop Supercites. We'll see if there's anything else that might have a rare chance to drop, like maybe ores or something. But at the very least, this is going to have some first time clear rewards that we can get. And finally, the daily fragment challenge is coming back. So we get this until 7/13. Very nice. Been waiting for this for quite a while. I got a lot of units to run through. And then they also mentioned that after this event ends, it might be a little bit, it might not start right away, but they're changing this into a permanent daily thing. But I think the fragments that we get are going to be random, so it might be just like 5 total fragments we get, and it might just be random between who we bring. Hopefully they don't just do completely random. I hope they at least lock it into who we bring to the challenge. But we'll see on that. They didn't give us all the information, just said that it's going to be permanent a little bit after this version of it runs its course. Item World is also coming. So the weapon this time looks actually really nice. Two-handed hammer, 175 attack, 185 defense, 100% attack and defense equipment double hand, which is really nice to have actually. And then the unique for it is 50% attack and 25% killer for dragon, demon, and human. So for a free weapon, it's quite nice. We don't really have that many hammer users at the moment, but still, Kaido at least has a weapon in peril that we can use. Maeve has one as well. And then aside from that, just the usual item world stuff. So with the premium unit, we're getting a side story event, which actually we haven't seen one of these in a while now. So this should be fun. Usual comic book style, which I've actually enjoyed when we've run through the other ones. So some of the items from this: a mace, two-handed, 185 attack, 175 spirit, 50% dragon killer, and 20% health when using the cloak. And then we're getting a materia, so 30% attack and spirit, enable Claw of the Dragon, and 30% attack and spirit when using the mace. So I believe from the live stream this is supposed to be Extreme Nova Chain, which gives us another materia to have people chain with Esther, and I'm assuming that Wylk is going to be Extreme Nova Chainer as well, seeing this is his essentially his event and they're giving us this. And it also looks like this one is not locked to any element, where the one that we got with Esther is lightning locked. This one looks to be a little bit more versatile with being elementalist, so won't have to worry about doing dual element. And then the cloak, which we'll be able to upgrade. Accessory, 55 defense and spirit. 50% defense and spirit. And let's see, reduce damage from dragons by 15% at the start. So it's a nice little thing. Looks like might be like a perma buff. We'll have to see on the mitigation. It's just type mitigation, both physical and magic against dragons. But that type of mitigation is rather handy overall. And then with Wylk, so we're getting another challenge of the Brave. And this one, they noted, is using the morale gauge. So we'll have to see how this works. I'm not entirely sure about this having a morale gauge. But we'll have to see just how they did it. And obviously we just get the global signets from this. And then we're also getting our Clash of Wills event, seeing we're getting 2 units for Clash of Wills. So Demon, Dragon, there's a couple of interesting things here. So alternates between different elemental attacks every turn. So it's probably going to have a few different elements it does and just rotates through every turn. Have to be prepared for that. And then as long as we're dealing the correct type of damage, it's going to reduce some positive effects. Now it doesn't say mitigation, so it might be just like stat boost. We'll have to see exactly what these effects are. If we don't deal the correct element, it's going to counter. It's going to do the usual boosts at the 50% threshold. And it's going to do, looks like a big morale fill after a certain number of turns. We'll have to see just how big that is. And there's a few other changes they're doing. So they're adding in a challenge option to change the enemy's AI. So that sounds rather interesting. I wonder if that's just like their way of putting in an extra hard mode. So Demon Dragon type, weakness, main weakness is Earth, and then the secondary weakness is going to be Lightning and Wind. And it says he uses the attacks of past enemies, so I'm wondering if he's just going to reuse some of the old attacks from other Clash of Wills. And they're changing some of the scores, so they're unlocking our turn count. So in order to rank 1, we've always had the kill by turn 10. They're replacing that with the final morale score. So we're going to have total morale as the scoring still. And then when the boss dies, we're going to have the morale gauge still mostly full. So to max score, when the boss dies, we're still going to need 180% morale to rank 1. But this does get us out of the 10 turn lock. So that might actually be kind of nice. The usual bundle there, and then still in the same season, so it's still the ring and everything. In the live stream, they did mention that they were going to further boost the current Clash of Will items to a higher level, so it'd be nice to see some better stats on those, even though they are very strong as is. Getting a little bit stronger is always nice. Alright, so now we got the 2 banners. So first up is Sylvie banner, so it's Sylvie and Esther. Seeing Esther's coming back with some buffs, and they're pretty much set to be a team. So they're giving us the little step up with the ticket to get a materia. And then the actual banner, you get another 2 tickets. So if you want to pity Sylvie, you're going to have to, you can run through the step up for the 1 special ticket, and then you'll have to run through her banner twice to get the extra 4 tickets. Now, if you want to pity Esther, she's going to take an extra run through for the extra 2 tickets. So it's 10 tickets for Sylvie, 12 tickets if you want to pity Esther. Esther is technically a premium unit still, even though she's a little bit cheaper now than she was when she first came out. Then we got the cash summons for them. So Sylvie, True Brave Shift, which pretty much all clash units are based around, which is nice. So base form does have the CG limit burst and is a buffer healer. And then her shift form is a buffer damage dealer. And in the live stream, they said that she was a spirit-based damage dealer, which can be quite nice overall. Her Super Trust is a pretty strong sword, especially for her. 500 attack, 200 defense, 220 spirit, and then Sylvie gets another 1000 defense and spirit. Everybody else can get 15 elemental buffs and then 50 lightning, earth, and 30 lightning, earth, and light. 15 to the others, and also enable an ability to dispel attack and magic for an enemy. So that is very nice, being able to remove just those two without getting rid of your breaks and everything from a full dispel. And it doesn't say that it's a cooldown, so we might be able to spam that move. And usually when they do these, seeing it's Sylvie's thing, she might be able to multicast that as well. Her regular trust, 30% defense and spirit with a light or heavy shield, and 50% equipment, defense, and spirit when single wielding a weapon. So that's really nice. It looks like we might be able to easily max out her double hand defense and spirit. So abilities for her, fill limit at the start, 1000 health, 200 defense and spirit. That probably EX2 ability there. Resolve, morale base barrier, and health and mana regen, and fill morale gauge. So depending on how much morale fill that is, that might be something just to spam just for morale. And then her Magnus, get 2 uses. Remove status effects, add lightning to physical attack, and boost lightning damage of limit, ability, and everything for all allies. And then activate Blessing, lightning 2 next turn. So it looks like a nice setup thing. They did mention that she can 100% boost lightning and earth element, and she has some 250% killers for single target. So as a supporter, she's going to be very strong, it sounded like, from the live stream. We'll have to see how much damage she can deal with her spirit-based stuff. Obviously, new unit, not something that we can check out on the JP side, so we have to wait for the data mine. And then for Esther, pretty much everything's the same. They're boosting her, just her card. Super and regular trust stay the same as always, and they're just boosting her a limit. So there's nothing new for her there. But she is right up on the banner as well. And then they're doing a separate banner for Wylk. So he is a premium unit. So you're looking at like 60,000 to pity him. You need 20 tickets, and you go through his laps. You got to go 5 times. Cast summons for him as well. So he's pretty much an attacker in both forms. Secondary form has a little bit of debuffing as well. His Super Trust, I believe it starts out as the axe, and then we get a recipe, and we can change it back and forth between the axe and the fist. So the difference is the type. One's an axe, one's a fist, and then the only other difference is one has earth resist, one has wind resist. Everything else is the exact same. So 235 attack, two-handed. Wylk gets 500 attack, 150 health. Everybody else gets 50% limit damage, and one of the resists. Regular Trust, 2500 health, 55 attack, 40 defense. Now we've been seeing a lot of health on stuff, especially for him. So this Clash of Wills might be dealing out quite a bit of AE damage that we can't cover. We'll have to see about that. So Wylk gets 500 attack, so obviously best in slot for that for him. Everybody else can get 50 wind and earth resist and 30% evasion. So his EX abilities, fill limit for all allies at the start. So the big question there is going to be how much does that fill? And then he also gets reduce fist and axe resist for all enemies, boost attack, and give himself killer for demon, human, dragon, and insect, and fill limit. So wondering if that's going to be 150 or 200% killers, seeing it's just for him, it looks like. And then just like Esther, he's getting a rechargeable Magnus. So this thing takes 2 charges, and then I believe he uses one of his limit bursts, and then it'll recharge it. So inflict berserk and boost attack, reduce defense, and deal morale-based damage 2 times to one enemy. So because this is a rechargeable Magnus, I'm expecting the defense break to probably be 90%. Berserk, as we've seen with Carton and everything, is very strong at attacks, especially for your turn 1 stuff. And then it says morale-based damage. So we'll have to see just what kind of move this is. It says 2 times, but it doesn't tell us if it's a chain move or a finisher move. So everything else is going to have to wait till we get the data mine. He looks like quite a strong unit overall, though. And honestly, he's probably going to be just ahead of Esther, is my guess, as far as damage. But with Esther's boost, I don't think she'll be that far behind. So for this, I'm definitely pulling for Sylvie. They're both Clash of Wills units, and with the EX level requirements for Clash of Wills, I'm pretty much just going to focus on Sylvie. I can't really chase both of them. We'll have to see how things play out. But anybody that decides to pull for them, good luck to you. They're both really strong units. Wylk, pretty much flat out damage dealer, it looks like. We'll have to see data mine just how much damage he's dealing. Sylvie looks like a great supporter. She'll probably be around quite a while. Really good supports. Don't fade out of the meta as quick as damage dealers do. So that's all we have. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.